Spurs exploring sensational deal for elite Real Madrid prospect as Carlo Ancelotti sanctions surprise loan exit. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Real Madrid coach Carlo Ancelotti is reportedly willing to let summer signing Endrick leave the Bernabeu on loan, with Tottenham seen as one of two clubs in a strong position to sign the prodigious Brazilian teenager in the January window. The 18-year-old is regarded as one of the game's hottest prospects, having already won 13 senior caps for Brazil and having moved to Real Madrid in the summer just gone in a deal that will ultimately top £50 million if all bonuses are met. However, with competition strong in the Los Blancos ranks, Endrick has found himself limited to appearances mainly off the bench so far. Indeed, the former Palmeiras man has just one start to his name so far, with his other 8 appearances all coming off the substitute's bench, and with Ancelotti so far taking his time to bed in the teenager. And while Endrick has shown promise of the player he can one day become by scoring 2 goals and adding 1 assist in those outings, which so far total just 107 minutes, it seems Ancelotti is ready to let the player move out on loan if reports in the Spanish media are proved accurate. As a result, Tijjani claims Tottenham have already thrown their hat into the ring over a potential January deal, with Ange Postecoglou's side seen as one of 2 would-be suitors to sign the player on loan in the winter window. Battling them for his signature are Juventus, with Real keen to ensure that whichever side the player joins on a temporary switch are competing at the higher end of their respective leagues and can also offer the player regular first-team football. The report, though, makes clear that any side who takes Endrick on loan will not be given any sort of option to sign the player on a permanent basis, with any loan deal being sanctioned for the good of the player's career only. Of the 2 sides, Tijjani indicates that Juventus are probably seen as a stronger option than Tottenham to sign the player owing to the fact they are still actively seeking a new forward, and he will be presented with a clearer path towards first-team football than he would at Postecoglou's side, who are well blessed for attacking options of their own. Indeed, Spurs currently have the likes of Son Heung-min, Dejan Kulusevski, Brennan Johnson and Timo Werner, all of whom can operate in the sort of positions Endrick prefers to operate in. However, the report is adamant that Ancelotti is ready to sanction his exit, feeling more regular football would aid his development right now. Endrick recently made history by becoming Real's youngest ever goalscorer in the Champions League, and Ancelotti was quick to highlight the player's enormous potential as well as his determination to become one of the world's best. He has balls. Endrick had courage, Ancelotti told Movistar about his goal against Stuttgart. It was the last move of the game. He was convinced he'd score. He went for the most difficult solution, but it went well. In these 2 days, he's shown himself to be brave in every sense. Real Madrid goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois jokingly added, if he missed, they Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe would have killed him. But if he has the confidence to shoot, he has a super powerful shot. If he scores, everyone keeps quiet. He's a boy with a lot of quality. It shows his personality. Tottenham interest in midfielder Tijjani Reijnders has been confirmed in a report, which states the club are working on a January deal for a midfielder, as it's known whether or not they'll land the AC Milan man. Spurs have started the season perhaps slightly below they thought they'd be. They sit 7th in the Premier League after 10 games. They were top at this point last season, after they finished 5th last term. According to Football Insider, Tottenham are already working on a deal to sign a midfielder in the January transfer window. It comes amid interest in AC Milan midfielder Reijnders, cited in the report. But despite Spurs being keen on landing the Dutchman, a January deal is said to be highly unlikely. If Ange Postecoglou wants to pursue him, the report states it will have to wait until the summer, given Reijnders is a crucial part of Paulo Fonseca's side. Spurs' desire to improve their midfield at some point soon is evident in their priority clause for Real Betis Johnny Cardoso, who the Spanish outfit feel will become a Tottenham player in the summer. Former Spurs scout Brian King has agreed that the club needs some bite in the midfield. As such, he suggested that Cardoso could be a good signing for them. With Reijnders in good form at Milan, he could also be a good addition to the spine of the Tottenham side. Reijnders has been in good form for AC Milan since joining them in 2023. 3 of his 7 goals have come this season, when he has played 12 times. That includes 3 Champions League games, and in the last of them, the midfielder bagged a brace in a 3-1 victory over Club Brugge. Ange Postecoglou has seemingly corrected some of the mistakes his side were consistently making towards the end of last year, but has kept the ultra-attacking style of play that makes them so dangerous. We saw this against Aston Villa yesterday afternoon, as despite going a goal down in the first half, Spurs fought back and ran out 4-1 winners, showing that when they are on song, few sides can curtail their attacking talent, yet everything can be improved upon, and there's a Villa star who should be on the top of Daniel Levy's wish list next year to reinforce the club's attacking options, and it's not Jacob Ramsey. So, the Villa star in question is the incredibly exciting Morgan Rogers. Now, Spurs may have been interested in signing the Englishman's teammate and compatriot Jacob Ramsey over the summer, but should they go back to Villa Park in 2025 looking for recruits? They should drop their previous interest and move to sign Rogers instead. The Halesowen-born dynamo has been in stupendous form this season, scoring 3 goals and providing 3 assists in just 13 appearances, equating to a goal involvement on average every 2.16 games, which is remarkable for a 22-year-old midfielder. Moreover, the fearless phenom, as dubbed by U23 scout Antonio Mango, hasn't just been performing in the Premier League. He also started all 3 of the Villains' Champions League games this year, picking up one of his assists against Bologna. There is, however, one small problem with signing the box office midfielder, as dubbed by Sky Sports journalist David Reed, and that is how much he could cost, with former Spurs and Villa manager Tim Sherwood suggesting that the Midlands side could demand up to £80 million for their prized asset. It would represent a significant investment from Levy and co, but given the 6'2" Dynamo's sensational form this season, and the prospect of seeing him play under the tutelage of Postecoglou, one well worth making. Ultimately, Spurs are a side blessed with attacking talent, but when the transfer window reopens next year, the club should do what they can to add Rogers to their ranks. That's it for today's update. If you like the video and want to keep up with everything Tottenham, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for our latest content. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it with other Spurs fans. Let's build our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs.